Langsung dari 189 O'Riordan Street, Muscat, Livingston International, KJRI Sydney Podcast hadir bersama Agustina Revina. Hari ini podcast kedua KJRI Sydney mampir ke headquarter of Livingston International. Dan di sebelah saya, as you can see, udah hadir bersama kita Bapak Ivan Paulus selaku Vice President of Livingston International. Yeay, finally kita bisa wawancara beliau nih. Kita sapa dulu yuk Pak Ivan. Halo Pak Ivan, gimana kabarnya Pak?
Halo Ibu Revina, saya baik. Ibu gimana?
Kabar saya baik Pak. Nah, seorang Pak Ivan nih, sekarang kesibukannya apa sih Pak kalau boleh tahu?
Kesibukannya banyak Bu. Salah satunya sekarang trying to focus helping Indonesia.
Wow, that's impressive. Nah, sekarang kita mau mengenal Livingston lebih dekat. Kalau tadi kita udah tahu Pak Ivan lagi sibuk multiples dan juga membantu Indonesia, kita pengen tahu what is Livingston International, Pak?
Yeah. So Livingston International manufactures and distributes general consumables in Australia. We have about 68% market share in Australia. We operate and supplies to many industries and sectors in Australia, including food manufacturing, pharmacies, facilities, beauty, hospital, medical, and general consumables products with 26,000 active customers. And with 65,000 product offerings. Livingston also export to 28 countries. We have been around for 36 years, since 1984. And as with myself, I've been with the company for 21 years. So right now I'm the Vice President of the Livingston Group and also the co-owner of the Livingston, and with 390 staff in Australia and worldwide.
Australia and worldwide. Wow, that's impressive. Now we are going to know Livingston better than this by how did the company started importing and where did you receive your products?
Okay, so Livingston own 100 plus brands and trademarks under Livingston Group, and we manufacture brands from all over the world, such as the Asian neighboring countries, China, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Pakistan, India, also the European Union, like Germany, Austria, United Kingdom as well, and also United States, and distribute all that into Australian market and our non-Australian markets, which include our exports to 28 countries.
As you mentioned before that Livingston has reached out to almost Asian countries, but there is no Indonesia yet. Then I've heard from a friend of mine that Livingston and team have started to import goods from Indonesia. So please enlighten the Sydney-siders also, warga negara Indonesia in Sydney, how that came into force. Like, is there any story behind or who approached it who first?
Okay. So it was beginning of 2019, back then, almost 1 year ago now. There was an initiative from the Indonesian Consulate General in Sydney to form Indonesian Restaurant Association, IRA, as a medium for all Indonesian restaurants in New South Wales to work together closely in order to promote Indonesian culinary. From a friend of mine, Sugianto Halim and Ibu Marga, both mentioned to me it would be great if Livingston can support this initiative, which then I decided to send representative from Livingston, Mr. Adrian Chandra and Miss Gabriel Hadiputro. They both Indonesians. To be there at the first meeting discussion with IRA with some Livingston catalogs of consumables. Apparently this catalog has fallen into the hands of Economic Consul, Ibu Trisari. Ibu Trisari then reach out to Consul General Mr. Heru Subolo. Mr. Heru and Ibu Sari, which then requested to visit our office here in Muscat. They came in a big group and got to know our working team together here. Okay. So at the meeting, Mr. Heru and the team asked me, is there any product made in Indonesia from Livingston? And I said, there is none, Pak, so far. I personally can see that Mr. Heru and his team are very super diligent. hardworking, and proactive. And they do all they can for the country and for the betterment of Indonesia. This in turn has inspired me that I need to contribute to our beloved country, Indonesia as well, by doing what I can do, which is buying from Indonesia in order to assist with new jobs creation. Then Mr. Heru invited me to meet the Indonesian ambassador to Australia, Mr. Kristiarto Legowo, with his economic team for a discussion. From my observation, Mr. Kristiarto and his team are all proactive, diligent, and hardworking. I would like to work with these people to achieve something great for Indonesia. I'm an Indonesian citizen with Indonesian passport, and my team and I are committed to source from Indonesia to help our people there.
Well, the business already reached out by the Indonesian Consulate General in Sydney, also the Indonesian Embassy in Canberra, which means that the business relationship is moving forward smoothly. Well, as Indonesia now is on your list, what does Livingston International interest with Indonesia?
In commercial sense, Livingston must source products competitively, wherever it is from, with the right quality and the right cost. Indonesia is rich in natural resources with huge population. It should not be difficult to manufacture goods in Indonesia with the right skill set. Also, proximity to Australia should help with shorter transportation time, and overall should help us to improve time to market. However, the main objective here is to contribute to Indonesia and help with jobs creation while we are doing business. Right now, we are being assisted closely to find Indonesian manufacturers by the lovely team of Ibu Trisari, Economic Consul, Ibu Ayu at Indonesian Trade Promotion Center, and Indonesian Trade Ministry. We have 65,000 products. To switch every product to source from Indonesia will take a while. We are now focusing on highest volume products to begin with, behind me here. This is not 65,000, but there will be a lot more than this. These are the high volume items. In order to get some quick wins for creating new jobs.
Okay. Creating job opportunity in Indonesia. That's interesting, Pak Ivan. We do hope that this vision will accomplish smoothly, ya, Pak, ya. As time goes by, how does Livingston International current customer react to newly imported Indonesian goods? And are there any differences between Indonesia as the new importer and the former importers from the Livingston?
Current customers have been using Indonesian products that we brought in for a few months now. We receive good feedback from the Indonesian made products. As with the quality, it is same or better than previous countries that we import from. We do the transition as seamless as possible.
And then there is no differences, ya, Pak, between Indonesia as the new importer and also from the former importers from Livingston.
Yeah. So Indonesian factories have a lot of room to catch up in terms of response speed and turnaround time. There is absolutely huge upside I can see, which is good for the prospect of Indonesian export.
Okay. Now, since we are talking about business of Livingston, now we may continue to know Livingston International perspective towards Indonesian investment. This is menarik nih untuk para pendengar. Could you explain more about Indonesian goods such as maybe soap or bandage that maybe has potential to intrigue the Australian customers?
Okay. General consumables like tissue boxes, baby wipes, face masks, bandages, rabies bags, and medical supplies like gloves as well, right? We try to source this from Indonesia. These are the high volume products. And what is more important is we try to source eco-friendly products from Indonesia, which is rich in natural resources. from strategic supply point of view, we could invest in some factories of core products in order to have some kind of ownership to secure the ongoing and continuous supply.
I just knew that there are a lot of Indonesian goods become customer high demand or maybe customer favorites from Pak Ivan just now untuk Sydney Siders dan warga negara Indonesia di Sydney. Before we close the interview, Revina still has 2 more questions. How do Livingston International perceive to Indonesian import regulation? Are there any difficulties in procedures or etc.?
Okay, so we're referring as in importing from Indonesia to Australia. We do not see any challenges so far in importing Indonesian products, as in general consumer products. The key challenges and room for improvement include having certifications for international standards and also the Australian standards. Some factories are required for some products to meet Australian standards for some medical consumables. The next challenge is that the Indonesian-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement has not started yet. So therefore, Livingston right now, we're still paying some duties on Indonesian products that we bring in. So I hope the Indonesian Parliament is watching this and listening to this interview and able to finalize as soon as possible.
Oke, jadi kalau misalnya IASEPA ini sudah berjalan dengan lancar nih, pastinya kerjasama antara Indonesia dengan Livingston International lebih terjalin lebih erat nih. Kalau kita bisa dengar tadi ya. Are there any future projects of the partnership between Livingston and Indonesia that you can share to Sydney Siders dan warga negara Indonesia, Pak?
Yep. So Livingston has 65,000 products that we plan to source from Indonesia. It will take many years to switch everything. We currently spend 160 million Australian dollar in sourcing per annum. So I'm hopeful that in the next 5 years, we're able to spend 900 million cumulatively. And I really wish Indonesian factories to work with us quicker and more efficiently.
Okay. In 2020, does Livingston International has another dreams to be achieved with team and also with you, Pak?
All right. So I'm honored as an Indonesian citizen to be able to contribute to my beloved country, Indonesia. My dream is for 10,000 new jobs creation in Indonesia.
10,000?
Through Livingston orders.
Magnificent. Okay.
Yeah. So far there have been 276 new jobs created in Solo, Central Java, through Livingston orders. And I'm assisted by some Indonesian staff in our team, Andrian Chandra, Gabriel Hadiputro, Yudi Rusli, who are committed in this journey. So may God open ways and bless our journey for this to be achieved soon.
Wow, keren banget sih. Jadi setelah Solo sudah ter-reach out by Livingston International orders, impian dari Pak Ivan tuh pengen buat 10,000 jobs opportunity ya Pak ya. Kalau tadi kita nggak salah dengar ya. Okay, well today podcast really interesting because there is one and another Indonesian citizens that want to contribute for the better of Indonesia in goods sector, of course. And hopefully that Livingston International can keep up with the business relationship and followed by the others. Jadi after this nggak cuma Livingston International aja nih, banyak yang mengikuti jejak-jejak kesuksesan dari Livingston International untuk Sydney Siders dan warga negara Indonesia di Sydney. Tentunya karena di sini nggak hanya bisnis aja, ada KJRI Sydney yang membantu, terus juga didukung oleh ITPC Indonesian Trade Promotion Center and also IIPC Indonesian Investment Promotion Center yang siap membantu untuk para businessmen seperti Livingston. Okay. And that's all for today untuk KJRI Sydney Podcast with the Vice President also the co-owner of Livingston International, Pak Ivan Paulus, and thank you so much for your
Sama-sama,
time.
Ibu, ya.
Those all the information for our
Most
listeners.
welcome, yeah.
Thank you, and good luck for the upcoming projects ya Pak.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You
yeah.
prepare or yang udah selesai misalnya. Dan terima kasih juga untuk warga negara Indonesia di Sydney dan Sydney Siders yang udah stay tune di talk show kali ini. And untuk buat kalian yang mau tahu kira-kira podcast berikutnya kita ngundang siapa, atau yang mau dengar nih podcast hari ini, langsung aja stay tune di social media kita, ada di Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, ataupun Facebook dengan username yang sama @KJRI_Sydney. Oke, until then kita ketemu lagi di talk show berikutnya. Bye Pak Ivan,
Terima kasih, Bu. Ya,
bye-bye.
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 Thank you.